Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Inside Movies Galore. I'm your host, David Stregi, and here I have another review for you from a film that is from an actress who has been in quite a few independent films as of lately. And like she's been in the Witches of Oz mini-series, among other films, and through um, acting in films like Bloody Bloody Bible Camp and things of that nature. She ended up in 2014 filming her very first independent film, and it ended up coming out on ITN distribution as well as RLJ Entertainment um, through her um, six chick, I believe six chick, no, two chick picks production company. So what we have here is in the 1890s, evidently a house by the name of Davenport. It was a very famous and successful brothel, where we have Kane Hodder playing the senior Davenport, where there is a sister and another sister, which I believe were Alice and Delilah. Alice played by Kaylee Signor, and Delilah played by Sarah Nicklin, where we see the two in the very beginning talking to each other about their family and what has happened to them, when suddenly the character of Davenport comes in and tells the Delilah, the sister Delilah character, that she has been sold. And then it goes forward to present day, where there is a descendant of Mr. Davenport in the home. First of all, I love this location. The outside of it looks very old. The inside of it has staircases that go up and up and up. There are shelves that are hidden behind mirrors. There are bedrooms that hold four-poster beds. You get the sense that this is kind of like a museum-esque home. It's made of wood. You can definitely tell that it is older. So I do love the location and the locale of this film. Now, the thing that bothers me about this film is that the sounds of the film, the sounds of the spirits when they're singing, sound exactly like the remake of The Haunting. When the children are singing and they're singing it, da da da, that sounds exactly like the uh, the same sounds that are coming from there to here. Now, Joe Davenport, played by Juan Reitinger, seems to be like a very pompous kind of a person. So he invites two of his friends, well, actually, three of his friends, to the home for a party, and he hires some hookers, some ladies of the night. And two of them are ready to party. One of them is there because she has to, and she's got bills, and she's got a younger sister. So the character that I like of the friends I believe that I like Michael, who is played by Massey. Um, I really like his character because he seems to be more down to earth. He doesn't seem to be acting like a child, even though he's grown, and he really seems to be there because of the friendship. And I like the fact that he wasn't expecting that these ladies were bought and paid for. Um, so even though his attitude towards a paid for woman, a hooker, um, I like that his attitude was more that he want if he wanted ladies around, he wanted them around because they wanted to be there, not because they were bought. And that's one thing that I liked. And I liked the dialogue between him and another young lady by the name of Jenny, who was played by Megan Hensley. Now, she had heard the story that was told to her by Krista, who was in fact played by Eliza Swenson. She started getting more perturbed as the film went on. Now, there was some partial nudity, but I was kind of expecting more foreplay in the film. If you're going to have a party in a haunted house, you should definitely have actors and actresses ready to get down and boogie. You know what I mean? I mean, you want to show that there is some frivolousness going on. But I think that the group actually ended up taking some acid in order for it to end up the way that it did. The jump scares on another note, they weren't really scary. I mean, I was expecting, a little bit more of a jump scare than the shadows and the spirits let on. I mean, the spirits were pretty decent looking, but it was just that. But there was a shadow or two that could have made me jump, but they didn't happen as suddenly as I would have expected. And I would have to think that would have to be worked on more if this director were to do more in this particular field. So I think for a first-time effort, this wasn't too bad. I was reading the actual reviews of this film on IMDb, and everybody's opinion totally sucked. It's not that the acting was entirely bad. I've seen bad acting. This wasn't bad acting. This was mediocre acting, at best. I mean, it wasn't entirely totally on par, but at least they weren't stumbling along on their dialogue, and it didn't look like they just showed up and just started speaking their lines. It wasn't like that. They actually were there. I think they acted pretty decently, and the production looked okay at best. But those are the things that I think that this filmmaker has to look out for and maybe improve upon in the future. I was entertained. You should at least give this film a one-time watch. It wasn't bad. It's not that it was terrible. It's not that it was unwatchable, as IMDb suggests. I think those guys didn't even try, let alone watch. I think people just don't have it in them to watch, an okay film. I mean, it's not going to scare you, but I liked the backstory of this more than um, I enjoyed the film as a whole itself. But everyone is different. So thank you for listening. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to check out my page. And I'll have some more cool reviews coming up. Just bear with me. And thank you for listening to my rabblings. Thank you so much. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Thank you so much.